the Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foo Show!
Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Josie.
I'm Josh with the Foo.
And Steph.
Thank you all very much for listening to the Foo Bar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FWBarshow.com. And FWO Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foos? Yes.
Foo.
Yep.
Guys, what's happening, man? It's up, Steph.
What's up?
Didn't see you last time. How's it going? You too, Josh. How have you been?
Have you
done that? What was it? That run you were supposed to do? That 5K? What was it now?
No, I did not.
Marathon?
I actually hurt myself.
All right.
Yeah. So
training for it or eating?
Training for it.
Oh.
And with my work also at
What
the
the
same
fuck?
time.
What
yeah,
happened?
because I don't know what it was. I lifted something wrong, and so I sprained my shoulder,
Mhm.
and then I didn't sleep on it right either when I was up.
Oh,
north.
you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
You had to go see the chiropractor.
Yeah, I went to go see the chiropractor. He also said I had lower back issues, and like, dude, he popped like every time he's been popping the middle of my back, and it's like, oh my god,
All the tension's
all
gone.
the tension's gone. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a lot better. I've been doing a lot better now since I've been going,
Mhm.
but I had to reschedule my race, so I could postpone it, and not have to pay anything else. So I just have to go. I just rescheduled it for October.
Of 2025?
No, this year. You only can do it in the same year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not like a hotel reservation?
No, dude.
Because they charge you if you cancel.
Correct.
So
Correct. So it's
the
like-
wise thing to do is just move it.
Yes.
It's your nest egg for the next PTO.
Yeah,
that
dude, I didn't want to
that
get
you-
charged like $60 to cancel it. If I just moved it, it was going to be like $15.
What?
Yeah.
What
So
does
whatever.
the race entail?
So it's not. So the race is pretty much like a 5K, but you have to do obstacles in the middle. So the one that I did years ago, initially you start off on like maybe like a half mile run through like woods and stuff and like a muddy terrain.
No,
And
don't.
then all of a sudden you get a bunch of walls. Like, so you have to jump over walls.
Mhm.
And like first it starts off progressively lower, and then you got to go in between some. You got to like go under real quick and high jump. And after that, you go into like this monkey bars. So then you got to go to the monkey bars.
Oh
like,
my god!
immediately
You know what I just pictured when you said monkey bar?
Uh-huh.
Just a bar filled with monkeys,
You would, of course, you would.
and because that would be just as menacing. Don't you think? If you
I
had
would
to
not
go
walk
through a
in there.
monkey bar,
I would have major anxiety going into a monkey bar, sir.
especially if
You
they're
know-
drunk.
You know the amount of feces that would be slung around all
don't
over
even
the place.
get me started.
Ugh,
Oh.
shit on my face. Anyways,
Sorry.
so we go through the monkey bars, and if you miss any obstacles, you have to do, I think it's 20 burpees in order to move on into the race and keep
Ugh.
running.
Bad.
So I was halfway on the monkey bars, and all of a sudden, like I swung and I missed and I fell. So I had to do 20 burpees.
Wait, that counts
So-
as a miss?
Yes.
So you can't just, get up on the monkey bars again and finish it?
You can only the only way you can do it is
You
if
get
you
taxed.
keep trying. But think about it: if you're going to waste all of your energy on the very first obstacle by continually trying to lift yourself on the monkey bars, you're going to be fucking beat by the end, because this is just the beginning. Like right after this, we run into like this freezing fucking lake. It was in Temecula, mind you, in January, like a few years ago. So you got to run in this lake, and it goes all the way chest high. So your balls just shoot right up your stomach.
Yeah, they go into the garage.
Oh yeah, they're just like nope, too cold. So then you got to go up these like weird stairs, and then there's like this hill where there's like a barbed wire like above you, and you gotta crawl down the hill.
And there's a
underneath
firing
the
range shooting at you.
Yeah. Well, one of the tricks I found, like I figured out, was if
Then the
you
monkeys
just
get
roll,
out.
if you just roll down, you're gonna miss the barbed wire. Just hold on, like cross your arms and roll, and you're not gonna cut your shirt or anything. And I didn't. I rolled, and I didn't cut shit. Like I rolled all the way to the end. But when I got up, I was dizzy as fuck, so I almost fell into them. I was like, oh shit, no. So then I finally. Then after that, I'm trying to remember. I think you go up a hill, and you got to pick up a bag of sand. Like I think it's like 10 or like 30-pound bag of sand, and you got to carry it up this hill, and then carry it back down, drop it. Immediately after, there's a tire flip, and then you got to flip the tire all the way to the end, and like there's different gauges of like
Oh my
like
God.
it gets
Sounds like
heavier.
torture.
Oh, it's tough. That's why I'm like, dude, well, if you fuck up your
And then
shoulder,
there's a car battery on your nuts.
that's how it feels. Well, dude, that's not even the beginning. Then this
What?
is just the beginning,
What?
dude. Then after that, right when you get past all the tires and all that bullshit, you gotta go.
1 hour of sodomy.
You gotta run, and there's like these side. Have you ever seen these sideways walls where you're crawling? Where you kind of have to crawl on them sideways, almost like rock climbing, to go all the way to the end.
Yes.
Yes, they had those. So if you fell, 20 burpees. By this point, I'm already, let's just say, maybe 80 burpees in at this point
Fuck.
while doing some of these obstacles. And then after that, you got to go up this weird, like almost bleacher-like type of structure. You got to climb it upside down and then crawl over and then climb down. And then after that, you have to go into this water and then climb up a rope soaking wet.
God damn!
And then you got to ring the bell in order to pass on. Otherwise, you fall down. You got to, or burpees. I didn't even try. I'm like, no,
exhausted
I'm going to do
already.
burpees. Yeah. And then it gets better, Foo. Then you got to run up another hill. And after that hill, you got to run across a bunch of balance beams. And then you have these little poles, like these 2x4s that are standing maybe like 3 or 4 feet apart. And you got to jump in between them. And then you gotta, after that, you gotta high jump up a wall, like a high wall, maybe like a 13-foot wall. At first, it was 8 foot. You go 8 foot, then you go up, I think it was like maybe 30 feet. And then there was another one that was up 13 feet. And you could have someone try and help you. And dude, I was able to do the 8-foot one. That 13-foot one, I kept slamming myself into that wall. Hurt like a bitch. It's like, nah, I'm doing burpees. And then after that, you got to go down the hill, and down the hill, you have to put like this boulder behind you, and you have to carry a chain, and you got to carry it all the way down this sand path downhill and run all. And so,
You know what I can appreciate the most from this entire explanation?
what?
Is that you're not doing it.
Yeah. Well, now you know why I'm not doing it right now.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, it was javelin. We had to do like a javelin toss thing.
It never ends.
And then you broke into dance.
and then I think towards the end, it was we had to go underwater. Same thing, like up a structure. And then as you're soaking wet, you got to climb like this really slippery, sloped structure. I had to help someone up.
Slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope after this. And then after that, once you're done, you got to run and jump over this like wall of fire in front of you. It's pretty high.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
Well, can you? No. Never want to hear that ever again.
Dude.
Thank you for that, Josh. That you took me on a ride there, bro. Like,
I mean,
I'm pretty
you know
high. You took me on a ride.
It's an experience I've done, so that's why injuring myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do any of that right now.
Only in America would you torture yourself for fun.
Right? It was fun though. I mean, at the end, I couldn't even walk. Like at the time, I lived up in a 2-story house, so I crawled up the stairs. I like crawled into the bath. I laid down, dude. I didn't leave my bed for like 2 days.
So was the finish line just
Jesus.
was the finish line just a row of ambulances waiting for you to get in?
No, they give you like 2 free beers if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's it.
They had Sierra. No, they had
You get a
Sierra.
pat on the back.
No, and then they had like a bunch of protein shit, whatever. But they give you like 2 free drink tickets
Did you at least get
for
a free
completing the
drink?
race. Yeah, I got a free shirt. I got 2 medals. I got a Spartan medal, like 2
Congratulations.
finisher
So that's
You
what it is, a
didn't
Spartan
die.
race?
Yeah,
Is that
it's a
what it
Spartan.
was?
They're dude, and that's like the easiest one. That's the sprint. They have one that's like a 7-kilometer or no, a 12-kilometer one, which is the super, and then the beast is 25 is pretty much a marathon doing all that stuff. 25 kilometers.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's,
Why would you?
I don't know about the other two. The other one, the sprint, I mean, just to kind of
You'll die.
yeah.
Josh, you'll die. This is a suicide mission.
I can do this, man.
No, listen, I love you, man. Sometimes, I believe in you. I always say, do what your heart tells you to do. If that's, what
You
makes
always
you feel
say
great.
that?
Shut up.
I've never heard this.
But you're gonna kill yourself. This is for your own goddamn safety, bro.
I mean, Foo, what else do I got going?
Foo, life short.
We were joking how we were going to be
Die young
on the
Foo.
sidelines, giving you hot coffee.
Yeah, it was gonna be
as
hilarious.
you run past us.
I was gonna give him warm milk. The bonus there is that he's lactose intolerant.
Oh God,
Even
I
better.
wouldn't even made it through the race. Like I gotta tap out. That's $30,
Yeah,
sir. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay $60.
done.
I gotta go.
You're done.
not
Coming
doing
out of all
myself
ends. Yeah, it's kind of what I felt like this morning when I couldn't get Rage tickets. By the way,
Oh,
I
that
so
was
I was so upset.
Dude, you got me so hyped too. Like I was at work.
I was hyping up myself.
I was like doing warehouse work, like driving the forklift. Like fuck yeah, I want to go to Rage. Woo.
So-
doing like little donuts and shit.
I can see why this is a cool thing that they're doing, and we just did the with Pearl Jam. I bought tickets to Pearl Jam coming up in a few months here, and they partnered up, and a lot of bands are going to start doing this, and artists are going to start doing this to at least deter people from purchasing from scalpers. That they're partnering up with Ticketmaster so that everybody they plan to sell out the place. Just with their resources. So it's a system where you're like in a waiting line or in a waiting room, a virtual waiting room, waiting for your place in line. It's just imagine that it's back in the day. You're at Tower Records. They have that Ticketmaster guy there because they're selling tickets to your favorite concert, and you're just in this one line for this entire fucking stadium. So, but it's virtual, you're just waiting in line until it's your turn. When I log in initially, it says 2,000 plus people ahead of you.
Damn.
And I'm not tripping at this point because I imagine that this place can hold 30,000, I guess. So that's an extra 28,000. I don't know. My anxiety is not up yet. But I did this dance when I purchased the recent Pearl Jam tickets, and when you finally get in to the dashboard where you can start picking your seats, you can actually literally pick your seats. Every little seat, every little dot, every blue dot you can click on, and it's like, I want to sit there, motherfucker, and then you just tell them how many you want. But this time,
I think we know how Ticketmaster works.
no, I don't think you do. So this time with Rage Against the Machine. None of them were blue. Like I get in there, I was like, "What the fuck?" So I'm guessing. I'm trying to be optimistic, Mind you, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes have gone by. I'm in this fucking waiting line. I'm supposed to be working, by the way. I got reports due.
You work?
Shut up.
Okay.
And so, I'm in there. I'm like, cool. I guess just the floor is available right now, and no, nothing. Like at a certain point, just it all ran out. I was trying to get the one on for Glendale, Arizona, on March 20th. Rage Against the Machine is my favorite band, and I can't go. And I didn't buy Coachella tickets because fuck that noise. I'm kind of over it, and they've been pretty steadily not having artists that I enjoy.
Yeah.
So I've kind of given up on that. So I was quite disappointed this morning, and I know I was hyping you guys up. I'm like, you guys want to do this if I can get them, and you guys were all about it.
We were planning an Airbnb
And
it was
everything,
gonna be
dude.
A vacation.
And everything. Yeah.
And then you fucking didn't come through, bro.
Then you fucked it up.
I'm sorry, fellas.
No.
I'm sorry.
You can't take back that pain.
Fuck.
Yeah. But what's up with you there, Foo?
Nothing much,
You're
man.
a little quiet there, man.
Dude, with those dabs, though.
Yeah. Speaking of,
That's what's happening with that.
we were going to have this very spirited conversation about moon rocks. Do you want to see where this goes? Because we didn't plan any of this.
Sure, man.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
So, Foo
No.
and Steph, you can be the arbiter here. Foo,
Yeah, the arbiter from
Arbiter?
Halo. From Halo.
The arbitrator?
there you go.
No, the arbiter from Halo.
Oh, the arbiter. Oh shit.
Yeah, you're the,
She's about to
you're
fuck
an
up some
ump.
people with some
Your
swords.
armor.
Do umps only exist in baseball? Umpires?
Yeah.
Why don't they just call them refs?
They're not refs.
They're not refs.
Why not? What's the difference between an umpire and a ref?
So a ref
Umpires
is
are classy, fool.
They wear slacks,
Yeah.
pressed slacks.
And fucking
Refs wear
sharp
press
ass
slacks.
polos, fool.
So do refs.
With like the custom ends on it.
Refs these days wear windbreaker pants. Yeah, pay attention. Like there's a shiny. So anyway,
Huh.
what's the difference between an ump and a ref?
umps are for baseball and a refs
Oh,
are
okay,
for
so it's
soccer.
just the sport that they belong
Yeah.
in? That's bullshit.
Look, you can't understand.
I know.
That's dumb.
You can't understand a single thing the ump's saying,
It's baseball, man. You know how many fucking rules there are in baseball.
right? He's like, come again.
They are.
Jesus Christ.
They got a phone book size rule book of all the goddamn rules they have there.
Yeah.
You earn being an ump.
Mm-hmm. It's quite it's a chunky fucking phone book of a book.
Yeah, they wear a chest guard, man.
So what
And
we were
face mask.
So what we were
That's the
gonna
difference.
Get knocked in the balls.
so what we were
Never
gonna
clean.
do
It can be an outfielder.
in
I know,
today's
huh?
joint report.
Right?
What?
God
They
damn
have
it.
balls in their chest guard.
Going balls deep.
Is that I was arguing that with Foos like us that dab on a regular basis
Yeah. What?
wouldn't be phased with a simple session with a moon rock. And can you, Foo, help me explain to the audience what a moon rock is?
It's a rock from Earth's moon.
All right, for real though.
No, I'll go with that explanation.
All right,
I like that one better.
All right, learn you something here, Steph. It is weed. It is English,
motherfucker, do you speak it?
Okay, it's tweed. It's tweed rolled in oil. So it's rolled in oil,
And THC oil.
THC oil. So it's all gooey in oil, like a gummy, like a melted gummy.
Right.
And then they toss that gummy in like a pool of heat.
Holy shit, dude.
Or into a pile, I guess. I don't know if pool's appropriate. Anyways, so they throw it in there.
Puddle, perhaps?
Yeah. I thought pool sounded better.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So they throw it in.
He's trying to paint a picture, Steph.
So they throw it in this pool of keef because it's an overflow of keef. And they just,
backflips and
just
stuff.
roll it in. And it
Like
just,
cotton candy.
yeah, and it creates this nice crusty layer of weed covered with
More weed.
pure.
Holy
On
shit.
top of other weed.
Have you ever had a Whopper
Because
that was
keef is like
that had
straight
caramel on it?
Keef is like the excess trichomes.
No,
that can
I
easily
get it.
come off.
I get it.
So
It's insane.
it's really hard to smoke too by itself.
Which
Why?
we've
Very-
tried. Which we've tried.
Very
Wait,
harsh.
why is it hard to smoke by itself?
Because it's so dense and compact and
oily.
And it almost doesn't want to combust the way you would like to so that you can consume it. It just starts charring up if you don't do it properly. So when you do it, I suggest that you use some kind of torch, something that would be really hot from the get-go, but to be very careful with that shit because you'll end up burning yourself and probably your throat.
It's impossible.
That's why it's better to use it as a topper for weed. Like if you have
It's
green.
supposed to be icing on your cake.
Yeah.
Think of like tobacco. You know how good tobacco's nice and dry and ready to smoke?
No.
All right.
I don't smoke tobacco.
Well, then we're two different people.
Wow. All
What are you
right.
doing here, Steph?
We're in America after all.
Yeah. So my argument was that since we do dabs on a regular basis, which is pretty much a high concentrate of marijuana,
See?
moon rocks wouldn't phase us as much, but you disagree pretty wholeheartely here.
Yeah, man, because I think once you start smoking the moon rocks, you're just getting like really harsh vapor.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom.
That's what you got?
That's what I got.
And Josh, you were on the Foos side on this as well.
What's that now?
Jesus Christ.
No,
Okay,
I
okay.
really think that
It
because it's mixed with the oil and the fucking keef, dude. I think that's what gets you really like.
the high's a little bit more intense, and you know, especially when you're doing flower.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, I've been doing a lot more flower than I have been dabs.
Okay.
So I'm starting to notice there is a difference. Like, I'm not as high as immediately, like as I am with dabs. Like dabs, it's almost instant.
Right.
With flower, it slowly builds, but then like my throat starts to kind of get fucked up.
Right.
So you know,
Yeah.
and
So are you equating moon rocks to the Jägermeister?
yes, the Jägermeister.
Where it's
of
just like every
marijuana.
now and then, maybe mixed with something else, only if it has cranberry juice.
Oh, you can't forget the cranberry
the
juice,
fuck?
man.
And
Cranberry
peach
juice
schnapps.
and Jaegers, I think.
Yeah.
And peach schnapps, you get a red-headed slut there, pal.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Fight
some.
off that
Would you like us
UTI
to make
food.
some for you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, he has to work tomorrow.
Also, the Rockies
All
are
of a
calling.
sudden.
So you've heard the arguments here, Steph. I think they're the same. I don't even think that you get higher with dabs. I just think that it's the same effect. Always have thought that. Do you guys disagree?
Well, you're just
Watch,
some
man.
type of
Let's
super
food. Let's try it. Let's try these sacred moon rocks.
Look,
Okay,
but like-
we have to do this scientifically.
So we'll do
Marijuana's
it.
bad.
So we'll do it next time when we're sober.
So you have to do this on 2 separate days.
So we'll do it right now.
Really? We have to do 2 days?
Yeah, you have to do this on 2
Why
separate
don't
days.
you just
Do
do
you
it
know
for
how
one
much
day?
moon rocks we
Yeah.
got?
Why don't you do it for one day and let us know how it goes?
No.
They just give them to you at the dispensary these days.
If you spend over, I think like $90.
$100. Well,
Is it 100?
they told me 100.
Dang, Foo, you must go there a lot. They really like you.
No
no
comment. Hey, Steph, check this out. In the dispensary like sponsors a local like high school team.
Yeah,
Drugs
football.
are bad.
Oh, very nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
look at
Is
that.
what kind of teams? Basketball, baseball,
I think it's a football team.
Yeah, it's a little league.
Pee Wee football.
Pee Wee, some shit like that. Yeah,
That's
Either
good because
football
their
or
uniforms are
football.
expensive.
or Pop Warner, or something.
No
Time Warner.
football, food.
You know what's hilarious right now is that I'm looking at the Foo and he looks so high.
Yeah, dude, you're out of control.
Wow.
Like
You've changed.
you're like squinting at me, just trying to get a better view, and I'm like,
Oh,
Just a foot
speaking
away.
of, we just found out today, like all of us collectively before you arrived, that the Foo is colorblind.
Oh, yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No,
We
we
figured
didn't.
it out.
So,
Colorblind, like
all right,
how?
Hang on, we're ending this already.
Smoke weed every day.
And so,
That's how much I smoke.
Josh-
I'm colorblind now.
Josh, he pulled up a picture of the new Batman, the new what is it?
Yeah, the new Batsuit. It was the test footage for Robert Pattinson in the new Batsuit.
And it
which-
was just a hue of red on a black background. Am I correct, or is it
Correct.
the other way around?
No, it was so it's a white background, but they had like this red lighting behind him, giving him that little red coloring around it. So I showed the Foo, I sent it in our chat, and the Foo immediately says, "I can't see anything.
nothing
There's
there."
nothing there." And so we showed him, like, dude, it's right there. I zoomed it up, and he's like, dude, I can't see anything. It's
Are you
just a bunch
sure?
of brown.
this was
Before he
Robert
got high.
Pattinson and not John Cena.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Get out of here!
Get out.
Leave.
Doors right there. Podcast over.
Dogs are calling.
That's it. All right. Well, thanks for subscribing. And all right, go ahead.
Wait, so you can't see the color red?
No, I can.
No, you
It's not very well.
Not very well.
Yeah.
What color are Josh's headphone wiring?
Red.
It's red. I mean, I'm sure he can distinguish
You
it.
probably can't see certain hues of red.
Yeah, and that one in particular because it was so close to being on the darker side of the red. And not only that, but you can't distinguish a certain type of blue, you said, or a green?
Yeah, some blue like gets fuzzy when I look at it.
Or it's like a brownish or something, or what?
No, that was what I thought the picture
Oh, that it was
has
just,
huge
it was just
brown.
big old Mr. Hanky there.
See.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't see anything. It's just shit on the wall.
Man, I'm going to be testing you all the time now.
That's
Hey, what
fucking
color is
crazy.
this?
Right? Steph's
I
just
said
be
I was
doing
going to get him one of those
experiments
one of those new sunglasses that makes people see color and makes him cry
Wow.
for his birthday.
What a dick.
What? I'm going to make you cry without
Wait,
hitting
so
you this time.
Can you see his shirt?
Yeah. It's red.
It's a darker shade of red. Yeah.
That is not red.
Yeah, that's red.
It's burgundy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
my
not red.
like my Nana's old car.
Yeah, I was going to say like my old station wagon that I had when I was a kid.
Great podcasting, guys.
I love this.
That's
Can-
excellent.
can we-
material.
Wait, hear more about it?
Isn't burgundy more of a brown color?
Yeah, I would say so.
I
It's
would,
like a muddy red.
I would argue
Steph,
that
get your
it's
swatches.
it's more on that side of the spectrum. Anyway,
All right.
Foo, we're gonna keep bugging you about this because I am intrigued,
We're
man.
just
I've
gonna
only
keep-
met one other colorblind person that I can actually talk shit to, and he got really boring really fast. I've known you for years, and this is gonna be fun, man. I'm just gonna show. I'm like, hey, what color is that? Like just randomly. It's gonna be
We
awesome.
should play Super
Quick,
Mario
test,
Brothers
color.
to see all
We
the
need to
colors.
find the exact hue that he cannot see.
We're just gonna have to put him in a chair like in Clockwork Orange and just put a hue, like just a roll of a bunch of different colors.
Jesus
Go
Christ.
around testing him.
Well, we just get the swatches.
What is
from
this
him.
color? What is this color? What is this color?
It's all orange. It's all orange after that.
He just goes insane. Anyway, more to come. More to come on that. Foos, last but not least, when you arrived, you immediately started talking about the Mookie Betts trade. You want to go into that?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, that was a good trade. The way the whole thing
What a
pretty much started,
storyline, though.
dude. It was a crazy
They took us for a
storyline.
roller coaster
For
for
an
an
Remember
entire
entire
the
few
last
days.
podcast? I was like, hold
You were
your
all about
horses.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That actually got held up for like a whole week.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. Like we thought it was going to be like a couple of days, where they were just going to figure out who the replacement might be for the guy that had the medical issue. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Bruised Dark Gratterall.
But then people started like backing out.
Yeah, the Twins didn't want to give up any of their top assets, but they ended up giving up a good prospect to the Dodgers. So the Dodgers pretty
we
much
still
came out.
traded Kenta Maeda, right?
Yes, so these are the trades that went down. Dodgers traded with the Minnesota Twins Kenta Maeda for Bruised Dark Gratterall and a prospect. I believe he's like an outfield prospect. And then the Dodgers traded Alex Verdugo and I can't think of the other person's name. One of our catchers. Let me find that information.
Old Catchy McGee.
Well, it's like it's like our 10th ranked prospect in our farm system.
Yeah, not
And he's
even
like
on the roster.
And he would be a backup catcher. He wouldn't be anything because Will Smith's pretty much got that locked down.
Fresh Prince, man.
Yeah, and then we got back Mookie Betts, David Price, and we got cash consideration. So the Dodgers are only going to be paying half of the remainder of his contract. So he was owed $90 million to the Red Sox, and the Red Sox are going to pay $45, and Dodgers will pay the rest.
To get rid of him?
No, to keep him. So he still has 3 more years left on his contract.
Oh,
So rather than
gotcha.
the Dodgers having to pay that full 90, though I think the Red Sox are going to front load him the 45 or in some shape or
Oh,
form.
crazy. He would have
he
already
gets the
gotten
money
it.
no matter
Yeah,
what.
he gets the money no matter what. It's guaranteed money. That's the beauty
Who's
of
this
baseball
guy's
contracts.
agent?
Oh, dude,
This guy's making bank.
No kidding. No, David Price got a good contract with the Red Sox after he won the World Series. This is a result of the World Series win that contract.
Those cheetahs got.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? They fucked up. They didn't sign Mookie Betts, and look, that's why that's why they got rid of him, because he was going to be due like $420 million next year.
Yeah.
He's going to have the biggest contract.
Wow.
So Dodgers have to be ready to spend that.
Yeah, he's a pretty marketable guy, too, from a marketing perspective.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
a guy whose name is Mookie, for God's sake.
Mookie Betts.
It's fun to say.
Everyone, I was listening to George Sedano on ESPN earlier. Or not George Sedano, I'm sorry. It was the morning show with Keyshawn.
Oh, that's not even better.
Travis and LZ.
He went
And
down
dude,
in quality.
Travis Rogers keeps calling him Mookie Wilson.
Wilson? What Wilson?
I think there was another player by the name of
really?
Mookie Wilson in like a long, long time ago. But I keep hearing that. I'm like, oh, is that racist? I think it's kind of
Pretty racist, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, so
They just pointed that out about Travis Rogers.
you're welcome, Travis. So we traded him. We traded them Alex Verdugo, Jeter Downs. That was the infielder, and Connor Wong, the catcher. And we designated Tyler White and Kyle Garlick Foo. Kyle Garlick went back to the minors. They sent him down.
Garlic.
No, they diced him up.
They diced him
Dragon
up.
Ball Z character almost made it to the big leagues.
Garlic Jr.'s back down.
My God.
Back to the dead zone. Boom chakala.
That stunk.
And then we traded, and then we had another deal on the side between the Angels and the Dodgers where we were going to send them Jock Peterson and Ross Stripling for Luis Rengifo and a prospect. I don't know which prospect it was. But because we were holding up the Mookie Betts deal, because the Red Sox didn't want Gratterall,
Right.
because they were worried about his shoulder. So, but the Dodgers like, there's nothing wrong with his shoulder. Even like the Minnesota Twins are like, there's nothing wrong with that. But the Red Sox saw him as a starting pitcher, or needed a starting pitcher, but they saw him more as a reliever.
So his stock went down with them.
Yeah, so that's why Minnesota's like, all right, we're not going to deal with the Red Sox anymore. So the Dodgers like, fuck it, we'll take him. So that's why they sent Kenta Maeda still, and they took him. He's still young. He throws 100 miles an hour. Jeez. So we're
going to tame him, Foo.
That's crazy.
Yep, they're going to fucking develop him. And
sock him up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But you know what? That's not even the most exciting thing, or that's the most exciting thing right now in baseball. Dodgers getting Mookie Betts, but we also have some disappointment and just some goddamn disarray with the Astros scandal,
the cheating scandal.
Oh God, you guys saw that press conference, right?
Yeah, I for the first time when you guys just came over right now, we threw it on the TV through YouTube, and it was a big bag of nothing.
Dude, it was fake. It was.
They didn't know what to do with their hands. They looked very awkward throughout the entire process. None of it sounded sincere.
No, Alex Bregman was reading off a script. Yeah. He was literally looking down at a piece of paper he was holding in his hand. Mm-hmm. There was absolutely no sincerity, and you felt no remorse.
No, absolutely not.
Like Jim Crane, the owner, even said that because the MLB technically says that there was no actual impact on the game from what they did. Mm-hmm. And then a reporter called him out. It's like, wait, are you saying that you guys didn't do anything to impact the game by cheating? And he's just like, no, I didn't say that.
So what's this dance all about? Then why are we here? Why are you here apologizing, quote unquote, if not to admit that you did something wrong?
Yeah, it's like, what'd you do? I'm just sorry. But what did you do?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, but what did you do? That's all this was. That's all this fucking is. It's ridiculous.
Dumb.
I mean, we saw a clip with Stephen A. and Max Kellerman going at it.
Max Kellerman was so worked up, he couldn't get his facts straight.
Not at all, dude. That's
because
rare.
His beloved Yankees, Foos.
Yeah, his Yankees got fucked.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. It was and Stephen A. going at it saying that their title should be vacated, which
is what we've been saying since we first found out about this whole thing.
You don't have to say that Yankees or Dodgers.
Nobody's saying give it to the Yankees or give it to the Dodgers.
Well, there was that argument when it first came out,
but that's just
stupid.
Petty fucks that get ahead of it. Those are that's the close cousin of the guy that goes first.
Damn.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
He does though. He does.
He's a menace.
He's a real douche.
He's a real sack of shit.
Yeah. Don't be first, guys. Be last.
Well, that boy ain't right.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's fine. Let's just get over it and let's just enjoy the fact that we're going to beat the shit out of them if we play them.
And I want them to get beaned throughout this entire season.
They will.
Steph, you know what beaned is?
What is beaned?
When the pitcher deliberately
a bag of beans from the other
deliberately throws a fastball at the guy.
Did you have to give up a cow for these beans?
Wow.
Ah, that stunk.
I'm gonna keep that one in.
It's when the pitcher hits the batter.
Oh,
I fucking said that.
No, you did not say that. You said when deliberately throws a fastball.
And you don't let me finish.
I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, you did. To the batter.
I didn't.
Where did that soundbite come in from? Then I don't know.
Ah, that stunk.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow.
I hope he gets. I hope they both get beaned.
Fool, what about the Angels game though with the Astros?
Oh, dude, are you going?
We need to go.
But aren't tickets already sold out?
No.
Or they haven't released them yet?
So.
I could have sworn I heard something like that. Well, if they haven't, we need to get on that, dude.
What is this?
But also,
we're all going to Angel Stadium because the Houston Astros are playing the Angels, and we're right next door.
All year? They're in
the same league.
Yeah, they're in the same division.
They're in American League.
No.
Yeah, but there's
okay,
one
let me
night
rephrase
all
the
the
question.
Dodger
When is the
fans are
first
I
going.
game?
don't know.
Who gives a shit about the Angels?
Wow.
We're going to this game
Wow.
to fucking boo Houston.
Yeah,
we're gonna
pretty much.
We're those people.
It's gonna become a Dodgers home game without the Dodgers playing, essentially. And
Los Angeles, Foo.
What's even better is that there will be no Dodger dogs. And that means the world to me.
Yeah.
What do they have in Angel Stadium? Food?
I don't know. They have like monkey brains or some bullshit.
What
Monkey
the
brains?
I mean, don't they have that rally monkey?
Rally monkey.
Oh, that's just a monkey food.
And his brains are delicious. What are you looking up there, pal?
I'm looking up when the never you mind when the Angels play the Astros.
Okay.
So the first game here in LA is April 3rd, and tickets are on sale right now for as low as $44.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's pretty goddamn
That's pretty
cheap.
goddamn cheap. But do they know what they're doing?
Shh, don't let me see.
Really?
Let me see if
It seems too good to be true.
Food.
Do they think we're kidding? They think we're
The
kidding.
Angels are calling us out, dude.
Let's
No,
see.
it's one of those rare moments with Dodgers and Angels where it's just like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, son of a bitch. Well, you look at that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For what date again?
April 3rd,
April
Friday.
3rd, 7:07 p.m.
Let's see.
They're also back the next day on the 4th of April. And
is it the 4th of April?
No, the 3rd.
3rd and 4th and 5th. They're here on that weekend.
I think everyone's going to the Friday game. We'll report back, Foo.
Everybody, you mean like your family or?
No, like I thought Dodger fans were organizing like
So these tickets are available.
Oh, okay. What is that? Third base? Third base side?
Third base side, yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's
Yeah.
not a bad view anyway.
No, not at
I
all.
think they could hear our booze from there.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
not bad.
Is that their
Sonny.
dugout or is that Angels dugout?
Fuck, I don't know.
I see red. there.
Angels,
Must be
Foo.
Angels. Home team's on the left, right?
Home team's on the right.
Well, depending on which way you're looking at
On
it.
the
Not a Dodger Stadium.
No,
Am I
Dodger
in the-
Stadium. Dodger Stadium is a little different. They're on the right
Oh,
or left. I'm
Just
sorry.
left.
Yeah, they're on the left.
Okay.
Are they on the
Third
left?
base side. There we go.
They are on the left.
Boom.
That's the left.
I just fucking said all of this.
I think in American League, home team's on the right.
It's like Shelbyville. Everything's backwards.
Yeah, that's how I always think of National League and American League.
Springfield and Shelbyville.
Springfield and Shelbyville.
Yeah, they
Designated
fucking
hitter,
marry their cousins.
No designated. Yeah,
Jeez, dude.
that's when they have the World Series. Foo.
Yeah.
Hey, Foo, you gonna watch the All-Star weekend, Foo?
You know it.
Gonna watch Dwight in that dunk contest return, son.
Yeah.
Superman.
The Superman that man. So what else can we learn about this entire fiasco there, Josh? What's the moral behind the story there, Foos?
Look. Steal all the fucking signs you want. Don't matter. Don't use goddamn video recorded technology to help you cheat.
Yeah.
Just do it the old-fashioned way and be able to read people's lips.
Yeah, man. Don't order pizza from drones, Foo.
What the fuck?
Don't do it, Steph.
You know what? I actually heard this that it was legitimately suggested at an MLB meeting that they wanted to just avoid this whole thing altogether is to introduce a microphone and head and like earpiece for just the pitcher and catcher, so they could just talk to each other, and rather than for him to sign. And it does slow down the game a little bit when he's just like shaking his head no, for like the 10th time, and he's like okay, cool, and then he throws it, and he has to wind up.
You don't know the art of
But-
it.
And then he
Foo.
almost balks. And
Okay, but think about this logistically speaking. Yeah, you have microphones between the two of you.
Yeah.
But you're still audible enough for the goddamn hitter to hear what the fuck you're calling.
You don't have to tell them.
No.
You all right? Listen. Why would he say throw me a fastball? He's gonna say they're
gonna just have
the
some-
fire burns red because the Foo can't see it, and then he knows that it's a fastball.
Oh, it's gonna be like spy code.
Yeah, it's gonna be spy code, dude.
The
They're just
fuck?
exactly
How did I
Foo.
get dragged into this?
Because anyway, you can't see red.
This
Wow.
is getting heated.
Wow.
They're just gonna talk
Wow.
like truck
You
drivers.
can't. Yeah, a burnt burgundy is invisible to the Foo,
Wha-
much like this fastball.
Literally invisible. Wait, so what are you saying, Foo?
What?
If he can't see you, he can't hear you.
Yeah.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Foo. What else can we learn about this man?
No technology.
Are we
Foo.
good here? or-
I think we've learned our lesson, Foo. Fuck the Astros.
Fuck the Astros.
Dodger night, Foo.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Don't
I'm
you want to
good.
talk about Birds of Prey, Foo?
Oh,
I did want to talk about Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. I really enjoyed this movie. Steph?
It was delightful.
It was quite a surprise, actually, because when we first met Harley Quinn, when it was, what's her face?
Margot Robbie.
Margot
Foo?
Robbie playing Harley Quinn. I was a little skeptical, and then she came out in Suicide Squad, which is a big turd. And I was like, well, I think her just isolated by herself would do a decent job. And damn, if she didn't fucking do that, man, the choreography was amazing. The choreography was John Wick's, it was fucking impressive.
Huh.
Yeah, it was really, really good. The fact that she breaks the fourth wall reminds you or gives you a humorous feeling like you would to like Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
And just the badassery that is, a bunch of females kicking ass kind of reminds you of a little Tomb Raider. So, combine those three elements together, and that gives you the new Birds of Prey. What is it? What's the attachment to that?
The fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Yes. In which case, I just heard a couple of days ago that because it didn't do so well this last opening weekend, that they attributed that failure of generating a decent amount of revenue to try to make that money back. Though they actually did worldwide. I can't remember the figure, but they made their money back. They had to change the name so that it can attract people and they can know what the hell that what they're seeing when they're trying to pick out a movie. They changed it to Harley Quinn: Birds of Prey.
yeah, I did see that on certain theater websites and stuff, just so it fills the overhead, right?
Yeah, so that's the first thing you see because
Yeah.
I imagine that a lot of people who were shopping around with, what am I going to watch this weekend at the movie theater? They, when they see Birds of Prey and then the long ass other title that it has, they're probably not going to know what the hell it's talking about.
They give up after Fantabulous.
Yeah,
Like, all right,
a
now
lot
they're
of people did.
Now they're just
I'm
making
sure.
up shit.
Yeah, and even then, when I'm explaining what movie I was watching, the girl who sold us the popcorn at the concession stand is like, "What movie are you guys watching?" And first thing I said was,
none of your business.
and then I backhanded her. And then, no, I told her I'm seeing the Harley Quinn movie because I'm not gonna, Birds of Prey. Like, really? I mean, Harley Quinn's on all the posters. It's pretty much about her. It's like
Right.
a day in the life of Harley Quinn.
But you know what? It's funny because she looked at us like she had no idea what that movie was. She's like, "There's a Harley Quinn movie coming out."
Mm-hmm.
She gave us that look, and she works in a fucking movie theater.
And then I backhanded her again, Josh.
Steph?
You,
Jeez.
not
But you
that
know
soon.
what? You know what was the best part of that movie? Was the sandwich.
The sandwich.
The sandwich.
There's a sandwich sequence.
Have you guys
in
seen this movie?
No, they haven't
No,
seen
not.
it.
Okay, well, it's not giving anything away. It's just she describes a sandwich,
Okay.
and it's the best sandwich of her
It's
life.
a breakfast sandwich.
It's a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it looks really good.
Oh my god!
The
Like
way
you
that
want
you can
a
see it
sandwich
prepared.
immediately, right there after she describes it.
Now
and then
that's-
there's a payback at the end with said sandwich.
Yes.
It's it's a
Like
really
food,
good movie.
like a food truck sandwich?
No, it's like a
an old diner, old school,
like a deli sandwich.
But yeah,
Like a Frisco burger, Foo?
I don't know what that is, man.
Wait,
It's
really?
like
You
a
don't?
sandwich that you buy at a convenience store.
Yeah,
7-Eleven?
Yeah, like a 7-Eleven.
no. I think the first description that
Is
what
it a deli?
It's more. It's like a deli breakfast sandwich because it was really elaborate and the love that was put into creating it. There's a whole thing. There's a whole little sequence that they do while he's making the sandwich. It's really nice. If anybody is going to enjoy anything like that, it's you.
Yeah,
I
you
know you
would
like to
enjoy
make your
that scene.
fair share
That
of
sandwich
sandwiches.
scene?
It's a sandwich scene.
Well, fuck. Now I have to watch the movie for
Hell
that.
yeah!
Mhm.
And then once you watch it, come over and make us those sandwiches.
Yeah. Take notes.
You think I can...
You can recreate it.
yeah, I was about to say, just from looks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you won't forget how the sandwich is made.
I
Now-
really want to make a Frisco burger now. He doesn't know what that is.
What's in it?
Meat.
What else?
That's it.
Okay.
Some caramelized onions, Foo.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
and some sourdough bread.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the best part.
Oh, dude,
It's fucking fantastic.
you have no idea what's happening right
Aren't
now.
onion rings involved as well?
No, but you can add cheese in it, Foo.
Mhm. Sounds like a patty melt now.
It does.
So is that what it is?
It's a Frisco burger.
It's a Frisco burger.
Slash patty melt?
No, it's a Frisco burger.
It's a
Okay.
Frisco burger.
Okay. I mean, you're going to have to make it for me to know what the hell you're talking about.
Can we just go to Frisco's?
Wait, that's still.
Do
a
they
thing?
sell Frisco burgers at Frisco's?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
is
It'd be
that
weird
really
if they
a thing?
didn't.
Is that really? A thing?
Yeah, Frisco's right there off Gale.
Yeah.
Yeah, in City of Industry.
La Puente, or
City of Industry at that point.
Wait, really?
Puente
Yeah.
Hills.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, bro,
It's
where
just
have you
down
been?
the street from Frankenstein's.
The new
Covina?
Frankenstein's.
The new Frankenstein's.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what's also over there?
Ooh.
The other day.
Oh no! Fuck that place.
Chicks
the
on
fuck?
skates. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
No,
It's
exactly.
an old diner.
Diner.
Or,
They had the diner style booth.
the
Dude.
50s style.
You need to go to Covina Burger and get one. Looking at you, Josh.
The little shack by the gas station.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. It is literally a small little shack by a gas station.
Yep.
Those
crazy.
little places just make the best shit.
Oh, dude.
Dude, that one
fantastic.
has deep fried Oreos.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's fucking.
What?
That's
Dude.
I thought they only had that at the fair.
Yeah, their mission statement is to make you fat.
not if you're in
Fat.
Covina, California.
Oh man.
They want to keep you there for sure.
But anyway, at first I was gonna give this movie a C plus, and then slowly but surely, Steph started convincing me how much better the movie was. Once it actually the experience marinated into my brain, I was just like, yes, you know, she's right. It is closer to a B-ish. I'll give it a B, maybe B plus, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is quite the rating from you. I'm gonna have to watch this movie.
It's a good movie, man. And fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi's in it. He's the bad guy.
Oh, yeah, he's
Black Mask.
right?
Yeah, he's the Black Mask, and
boom, boom,
the way they take him out is amazing.
Bruce is there.
Bruce?
The hyena.
Oh, the hyena.
It's in the trailer.
Oh fuck! All right, my bad.
God damn.
Wow.
Also in the movie, Bruce.
Like Wayne?
That's what I thought of.
That's what the hyena's name is.
no one's supposed to know
Wow. It's in the trailer.
that. No one, I say.
It's not spoiling anything.
What the Foo is trying to say is that nobody remembers that.
I remembered it.
Yeah, and we
Because
know
that
because you're a
hyena-
specific breed of cat that remembers little minute shit like that, which is not a bad quality. You're just a weirdo.
Way to save it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You
See how I
know,
did that?
Yeah.
See how you like
Oh,
that?
my
Welcome,
God.
America.
It's like giving me a compliment while insulting me at the same time.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Korea
goodness.
style.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's always Valentine's Day at the Carrillo house.
Since when?
Since that time.
Oh my goodness.
You don't remember?
Well, why do I even try?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Just getting up on her. Well, Foos, yet another successful podcast episode. What say you?
Why not?
Yeah, man.
Foo?
I mean, Foo, we didn't even talk about Battinson in that nice suit of his.
No, we didn't. Oh, all right, go for it.
Well, man, I mean...
Do you want me to wrap it up here, or you want to tease it for the next one?
Well, I mean, might as well. Here's actually a
Can you see
symbol.
that, Foo?
Can you see that?
Oh, you can't see that?
It is a specific hue of
There's
red
a-
that he
there's
couldn't see
a-
earlier.
There's a
Describe
bat,
it.
right?
So the bat symbol in the middle, his whole...
Yes, I got it.
Pretty much the whole chest plate looks like it was handmade. Like it looks like it has little shield plates on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle on the chest piece, it's not the normal bat symbol we're used to.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, it's like almost like a metal plate in place as his bat symbol.
Right.
And what those plates are, that's actually the gun that killed his parents.
Oh,
If
shit.
you notice, that's actually the holster. That's the handle
Split
of the
in
gun,
two.
split in two.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and he uses that as his chest plate.
Wow.
That is a very interesting take.
It
That's
almost
the
doesn't look like a
detail in
bat.
that is amazing.
The hell?
Yeah. I mean, but that's essentially the feel that they're going for with this Batman. That he's still early on in his career as Batman, and the suit is it's not going to have all that gadgetry. It's going to look legit, like he just handmade it. I mean, remember, it's supposed to take place in the 90s too.
Right.
So you're not going to have iPhones and shit like that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. He also has like a collar, and dude, that chin, man, he's got that strong ass
That's
chin.
a righteous
He does.
fucking chin, dude. I'm so happy with this chin.
Yeah, I mean, you could see how he won the audition
Jeez.
or got the part, between him and Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
He fits that thing perfectly. Yeah, I'm excited to see more footage as we go on. Maybe even more test screens of the other characters, like Colin Farrell as Penguin, Paul Dano as Riddler. We still have to see Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz, and Alfred. Andy Serkis as Alfred. We haven't seen him as
Holy shit, that's
yeah.
right.
And
Right.
Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon.
Bam,
The cast on this movie is stacked, and I cannot wait to see what Matt Reeves does with this. Like,
Jizz in my pants.
jizz in my pants, jizz in my pants.
Jeez.
And I know that we've already talked about this, but the fact that they're taking this kind of introspective approach to it's like a self-narrated type of feel, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like it's in his head. He talks to himself in his head.
There's a lot of inner dialogue, so it's very much taking the feel of like an old Private Eye movie, like Dick Tracy. It's just one private, a detective going
Talking to
around.
himself.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Well, that's how it is in the comic books because Batman is talking to you,
Yeah.
or at least he's talking to himself, and you can hear all his thoughts.
His internal monologue.
Yeah,
And that's actually kind of unique about DC, right? Just DC as a brand itself. It's a lot of that when you're talking about the superheroes that you're reading about.
yeah.
You're very much in their head, which is why I think Harley Quinn worked out so well because not only, she's talking to you, she's breaking that fourth wall, but she's also describing very important information and trying to piece shit together for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I enjoyed that movie as well.
Yeah, I think that's what DC does well. They very much show you the human side and the inner, they go more in depth with their characters. I feel like where Marvel, like they can tell a full narrative, like a full epic, with like Infinity War and stuff like that, where they can tell a full on story, like continually and extending the comics. Usually DC, they like to have they'll have a big event every, few years, like with Final Crisis, Infinite Crisis. Like they have something big happens like almost every 6 to 10 years.
Right.
That's like almost, canon changing, really. But they always focus a lot on the inner developments of the characters, not the big picture. Because there's so many ridiculous shit happening in DC. It's silly as fuck.
It's nuts.
Yeah. So I'm also excited to see what happens with these Marvel shows. Hopefully we'll see something more. I can't wait to see Captain, what's it called? Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Oh yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later at another point, but I think I'm done, Foo.
Nice, Foos. Yeah. Well, another successful episode there, pals. Steph.
What?
So
What? What's up?
Nothing.
No.
it's cool.
Nothing.
It's cool. We're
Nothing.
cool. All right.
You want to know something really ridiculous?
Huh.
Christina and I waited 2.5 hours for boba.
What the fuck?
There was a new boba spot that opened at Plenty Hills Mall, and the first 100 people were going to get a free reusable metal straw. And I was like,
You can kill somebody with this thing.
Look,
Or save somebody's life by
it's
punching, their
environmentally
trachea
friendly,
and-
okay? You got to reduce the amount of, disposable straws, whatever.
Homemade
So
tracheotomy.
I'm texting her. I'm just like, we got to go. I got to get this straw. And she's like, fine. Also, it's buy one, get one free boba.
You said this was her idea.
All of this
No, I
for
didn't.
a
Yeah, you
free
didn't.
straw?
Yeah.
Also, yeah, and buy one, get one free boba. So I thought, okay, well, the line's going to not be that long. And when we get there, the line is like a full loop around the mall. No, okay, maybe not around the mall, just around a couple stores.
Mhm.
And it's moving so slow that we barely even move the first 30 minutes that we're there. And we're just like, damn, do we really want to do this? Like, how dedicated are we to this?
So you waited. Hold on. Okay. You waited
She waited, all right.
hours.
2.5 hours.
Okay. I'm sorry. 2.5
Get it
hours in line for a fucking metal straw.
And boba, which, by the way, was actually pretty satisfying.
What that person on your tape has is a medical disorder.
I tell you, Christina,
tell you, boy.
I tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Christina and I wait around in lines for like some ridiculous shit sometimes. Like there was another time where we waited 3 hours for a tiny cup of yogurt from Yogurtland because it was free.
All right, I'm done.
This is fucking Steph's life. You're fucking.
She's like
you're George
Jerry.
Costanza.
I'm not Costanza.
You're like,
No,
what do
you're
you mean they're
Kramer.
out of the berries?
Oh, stupid.
You're stupid. Look, this is what fucking us elder millennials do.
I've been trying to end this episode for like the last
It's
15
not gonna
minutes.
end.
Yeah, Foo, let's
I don't know the thing.
just roll it all night, Foo.
Thank you all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. Oh, I didn't talk about the other Harley Quinn thing. You can always catch us at Foo Bar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com and FTheBelowBar Show as our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
I've been Josh
With the Foo.
And Steph.
Signing off saying, don't be a dick.